What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. In League, we see tons of champions that are not currently played. Many are considered troll picks, while others simply just no one plays. Many champions are non-meta, but some of those champions are also unviable. As I go through this, keep in mind that I am kind of discussing these mostly on the high skill levels of play, as you can have success with any champion in solo queue as long as you make up for any weaknesses with enough skill. Anyways, let's get started. The clearest example I can think of a non-meta champion from the past was Morgana's support. Morgana was always considered to have potential as a support, but she was stuck at the bottom of tier lists for quite some time. During this time, she was considered a non-meta pick. Once people started playing hard initiate champions like Thresh, Leona, Vi, champions that are ridiculously countered by Morgana's Black Shield, she rose up and is now one of the best support picks, despite remaining almost if not completely unchanged. The non-meta Morgana of old suffered because teams played utility, high sustain supports like Sona, Janna, and Nami, who have great matchups versus Morgana in lane. After the Season 4 support changes when tanky initiate supports came into fashion because they were buffed, Morgana was still an untested pick, and after a few months people discovered her power and she became a meta champion. And when I say a champion is meta, all it really means is that people play it commonly and it's a popular pick. You could theoretically have the worst champion ever and they could still be meta if they're popular. That's all meta means. But in reality, that doesn't happen. Champions are meta for a reason. And that is clear as shown by the amount of unviable champions in the game. One of the most clear-cut examples of this is Urgot. Urgot has long since been considered a troll pick, and is unviable due to the overall weakness of his kit as a champion. His damage relies heavily on hitting a key skill shot, while major nerfs to his range put him into the state of unviability. So how do we tell the difference between a non-meta and unviable champion? Well, we have to look at the kits. Morgana rose up because she had a key ability in her favor that allowed her to outplay a specific group of champions, which are hard initiate champions, with incredible ease. Once the meta rose to favor those hard initiate champions, Morgana became popular by being a very great counter pick. Urgot, however, due to the short range on his ultimate, will have a very hard time, as the only meta I can think of that would make Urgot strong is if everyone started playing really squishy champions with no frontline or peel, which in reality is never going to happen due to the power of survivability in League. Or at least it would require the overall meta structure to change entirely. And that is what makes Urgot unviable, because the meta where he could rise up to become a meta champion by countering opponents is a meta that is so incredibly unlikely to happen that in reality he has no chance. However, buffs are the key thing that will usually take a champion from unviable to non-meta, and often to meta after a short time depending on how big the buff is. Anyways, at the end of the day, what this all really means is that matchups actually matter a ton once you start to reach higher levels of skill. Matchups are probably one of, if not the biggest things that determines the current meta, which is clear in our Morgana example. So when testing non-meta picks, what you want to do is look for champions that have good matchups or counter many of the current meta picks, and then metagame those matchups through builds, masteries, and runes, and you might just be on your way to finding a viable champion. My name is Jeremy, and that's it for my video on unviable versus non-meta. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out some of my others on the screen right now, or stay connected at facebook.com/gamingcurios. Drop a like, share this video, and make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.